The Biden administration's first meeting with Chinese officials shows that the communist giant is on offense with the new administration. China also throws Democrat talking points about race back in the face of the Biden team, and tax hikes are coming this week. President Biden teased a tax hike plan that could hit your retirement hard. Let's discuss with our political panel, senior advisor and spokesperson for the Heritage Foundation, Genevieve Wood, and Newsmax contributor and Democrat strategist, Doug Schoen. Doug, Genevieve, great to see you. Doug,
Thank you.
I'm going to start with you first. Blinken hit back at the Chinese hard in these meetings over Hong Kong and ethnic minorities and other oppressive tactics by the communist regime. They turned around and blasted the U.S. for being systemically racist. Biden and Harris were actually out there again yesterday, slamming America as a racist, unfair country that mistreats its people. You know, when our enemies are using this against us, have the Democrats, do you believe, pushed too far with this victimhood racism message, which seems to, at this point, be a central component of their platform?
Well, I think, Tom, you're confusing a bunch of issues. The first to unpack it is I'm very pleased that Secretary Blinken took on the Chinese. This is not a partisan issue. They are a communist country, as you correctly said. They are aggressive and they're assertive in Hong Kong, in the South China Sea, and against the Uyghurs. That's all good. I hope bipartisanship continues. And look,
I agree with you on that, Doug. I just want you to know.
A terrible hate crime against Asian Americans. I don't think that that's a culture of victimization or blaming
Doug,
America for racism.
But Doug, I have
think
to stop you.
It's got to be talked
This
about.
has been a key component of the Democrats' messaging for the last year. It's not about this one incident, which, by the way, has not been branded a hate crime except by the media. Law enforcement has not said that that's what it is. This is really central to what the Democrats are talking about. The president talks about it all the time. Genevieve, let me read to you what Kamala Harris said yesterday, by the way, while this meeting was going on with the Communist Chinese. Racism is real in America. It always has been. Xenophobia is real in America and always has been. Sexism, too. Are Democrats damaging the reputation of the United States, particularly our ability to have some sort of moral authority on the world stage and lead abroad?
Yeah, well, this is par for the course, predominantly with the Democratic Party, maybe not with my friend Doug here, but in general, the Democratic Party wants to constantly apologize for America on the world stage, not just here at home, but on the world stage before microphones. They want to constantly go out, air the dirty laundry, and apologize for this country, as opposed to upholding it as maybe not perfect, but the leading free country across the world, where everybody tries to come because you do have rights here and freedom here. And look, when it comes to China, Tom, you laid it out very well. Whether it's the trade routes in the South China Sea or farmland in Texas, the only thing they care about the international community is how much of it they can control. And I'm glad to see the Biden administration do some tough talk in these talks. But at the end of the day, China wants to look at actions and not just how we treat them, but how we treat others. Look, if we're letting third world countries overrun our southern border, if we're letting Iran get away with whatever they would like in this Iran nuclear deal that we're entering back into, they look at that and they say, if that's the way they deal with those countries and let them call the shots, they're not. China holds a lot more powerful cards in Iran or Mexico or Honduras. They are going to say, we're going to run roughshod over them. Right. And so it's not just talk, it's action, and it's how we treat our allies and regimes across the world.
Thanks for watching the Heritage Foundation's YouTube channel. With more than 500,000 members, we are the nation's largest conservative research and education institution. We believe the principles and ideas of the American founding are worth conserving and renewing. Please help us further our mission by subscribing to this channel and sharing our videos with your family and friends.